Begits, yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Arsenal versus Liverpool. I'm disappointed in both teams. I'm disappointed in Liverpool because they did not play anywhere near the level that they've been playing lately. The last 5, 6 games that I've been watching them play: FA Cup, Carabao, the league, and I'm very disappointed in Arsenal just because Arteta. I'm very disappointed in Arteta, and I get that it's a big win. You just beat first place Liverpool, but you haven't won anything. What are you celebrating about? What are you running around like a nut job? You look ridiculous. Arteta is a clown. He's a clown. He needs to stop doing that. And I'm only saying this now because it took me a good full season to finally be able to merit this. Ever since the inception of me watching the EPL again, I've noticed that, and I've never had any complaints about coaches, especially about coaches that, like, oh, you're celebrating too much. Never had a problem with that. I'm not expecting him to be completely stoic and quiet and a freaking mime over there. But you got to tone that down, especially last season when you were winning against these lower bottom teams. I get it. Every victory, every game is an important game. Every match is a huge win, but you're overdoing it. Bro, you're overdoing it. There's no need for that. Absolutely not. Like, focus on finishing the game. The game hasn't even finished, and he's jumping up all the way as if he won the league. Calm the hell down, dude. You're not a fan. You're a coach. I get it that you love this club. Obviously, he does. But tone that shit down. Bring it down. What the hell, dude? Don't do that. Don't do that. And not only that, it's not only that towards the end. It's the like time wasting. I've seen coaches do that. But I mean, his gestures and the intensity, tone it down, bring it down. We need you at a 3, bro. I need you at a 3. Don't do that. That is so disrespectful to the other team. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, especially Arsenal fans, and I'm with you guys. I want Arsenal or Liverpool to win this. But my problem, again, is you haven't won anything yet, and you haven't even beat the big bad wolf, which is City. Last season, when he was doing all of the same antics, all these gestures, jumping to the sky, fist pumping and all, when you eventually met City, and I knew this, when you eventually met City, I said, I don't think they're going to play half as good as they've been playing all these games, half as good as what everyone's been saying. I understand the pundits. The pundits have to be politically correct, and they have to say what they have to say. But when I heard fans saying, yeah, we're going to take this all the way, oh, we're going to beat City, no, why would you think that? Look at the way City were playing last year. You should have known that. Before you met City, you should have known that it was going to be a very difficult match. Not only a very difficult match, but a match where you guys were probably going to be outplayed. And that's okay. You're not at that level. And it's not even that psychologically. They're not there yet. And what happened at the Emirates when City played Arsenal, it was as if this team has never played football before. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing how Arsenal played, considering they were playing so well against every other team. And you got to play that good at that same intensity against the team that matters the most, which is City at the time. And come around this time, it's going to be the same thing, probably most likely. So what are you celebrating? I get it. I get it. Every match is important. Every victory is important. But focus, concentrate. You haven't won anything yet. I can see you doing that when you win the title. That's fine. You can do that all you want. But you haven't played City yet. It really annoys me that he's doing that. Because then when we get City, what are you going to do? He's going to be just with his beady little eyes, just quiet, not knowing what to say. He's going to be quiet, and he's going to come out with an excuse that blah, 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 tactically, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Arsenal played phenomenally today. They outplayed Liverpool. Liverpool, what the hell? Liverpool. Like, that was... What was that rendition? Can you even call it that? Compared to what they were playing, there was some of that when it was 1-1. They seemed like they might be coming back. They had some chances. They could have scored. Gakpo a pass. Gakpo had an opportunity in the first half. Diaz as well. Jota, kind of, more or less. Players like McAllister, I thought he had a brilliant game. I thought he did everything he could. He's not the type of player that's gonna take this team on his shoulders, right? He did everything he could defensively, securing the ball well. Again, defensively, like guarding the ball. Diaz as well. I thought Diaz was a lot more dynamic, but they just couldn't penetrate. They just couldn't generate anything to give them a really solid chance to be able to score, to be able to make something. Compared to what they've been playing, it was practically nothing. It was a different Liverpool. A different Liverpool. I wouldn't say they played horribly wrong, but they just weren't there. It's like the attitude wasn't there. My brother was telling me, oh, maybe Klopp is just resting them. All that pressing all season long, this half season, it's just tiring. Then rotate. That's why you got players. Rotate. But like it or not, you have to be pressing. You're going to play against a second place team, a team like Arsenal. Arsenal are no joke. You got to be 100% committed, focused, and you have to press. You have to play that dynamic football. That's been working all year long. Why would you stop that? Why would you stop that? It was just very complacent football today from Liverpool right from the start. And Arsenal was pretty much the antithesis to that. Of course, they were going to come at you with everything. Arsenal played really well. Odegaard, for me, Odegaard was the man of the match. I know Jorginho got the man of the match award, but Odegaard with the plays, with just generating, just passing, just looking for the spaces, the first touch. There was a pass to Havertz. I believe there was the center, the free kick to Gabriel that couldn't. I think he headed it right to Alisson. Arsenal were amazing, and then Trossard coming in, taking the place of Martinelli, which I think was the worst decision. Again, an Arteta mistake, huge mistake. But he scored. So can you really say it was a mistake? I still think it was a huge mistake taking out Martinelli. Your most dangerous striker, your most dangerous man, you're taking him out for Trossard. It paid off. It ended up paying off because he got the goal, albeit it was a deflection by Van Dijk. But Martinelli was having a phenomenal game. I mean, he was just driving down that left flank. Amazing game from Martinelli. He got the goal. Obviously, the huge goofa from Van Dijk, but at the same time, Alisson, trying not to kick Van Dijk in the face or in the chest, ends up pulling away and gifting. I mean, just giving it right to Martinelli. That all he has to do is just tap it in, just blow it in. Could have Rabona it. Saka, the first half. It's embarrassing how this guy can't even center the ball with his right foot. The only center that he got to center with his right foot could have been a goal. I think it was for Havertz coming in, if I'm not mistaken. No power, no precision, just very awkward of a center. You're a first division player. Stop defending this guy. He is so bad for a top level team. He belongs in a different team. Saka belongs in a different team. It's just the fact that you have nobody else in that place that you make him play. That's why you have Saka there. There's no other reason. That's why you have him in the national team. And you have him being called up to the national team. I wouldn't mind him being called up to the national team if he's called up as a backup. As a backup, maybe he can get away with that. But as a starter, it blows my mind. And that shows you it's just because there's nobody else to fill that spot. And that's why you make him play. That's why this guy plays, because otherwise just horrible. Now, the goal that he scored, I mean, you got to be Nunez pretty much, and there's exceptions, like just 1-2 players to be able to miss that goal. That landed right to him. Alisson chested that, and brilliant save by Alisson. Havertz should have scored that. Right to Saka, and he ends up scoring. Fair enough, he got his goal. He got his goal. Konate getting the 2 yellows. Rightfully so. Liverpool were already not having a good night, so that was just a subsequent cause of everything that wasn't working out for Liverpool today. I didn't agree on the yellow that Nunez got towards the end. Gabriel ended up holding Nunez, and that should have been a yellow for him, but obviously since he didn't call it, and then his frustration got the better of him, and then he ended up saying God knows what to the ref. The goal from Diaz, well deserved. This guy is Colombian, dude. Do not underestimate that. Slick, wise, sharp, just very keen and just ahead of other people. For me, I wouldn't even. It was Saliba's fault. He definitely should have done better, but I'll give him a pass just because Saliba defensively, he is solid for the most part. So I don't really. It's just that one moment that he made, I guess, the wrong decision. Should have cleared it. Should not have counted on Raya trying to get there. But I mean, Diaz pretty much did the same thing when they played against Chelsea, when he crept behind Badiashile. Badiashile was just having a bad night that day. But you can't. I mean, as a defender, you can't really. It was a different play, but for Badiashile, it was something that for Badiashile he was just caught sleeping. But for Saliba, I mean, he had him there. He was holding on to him, so he knew exactly where he was at. And he just underestimated that cunningness that you have as for me, South American, playing that gritty style football, that street football. Really, really good from Diaz. But again, I give him the benefit of the doubt in this one because Saliba's a great defender. otherwise. I think had it been any other chance, he would have taken care of that situation. So it was good. It was that 1-1 was good. It started off with Arsenal just from the beginning. Arsenal deserved this 100% for sure. It started off so well. Arsenal in charge. Arsenal dynamic. Arsenal, creating plays. The goal was coming. It was coming. And I told myself, if Arsenal don't score in the next 30 minutes, Liverpool, being Liverpool, are going to find their rhythm, going to find their tempo, and they're eventually going to be able to score with Diaz, with Jota, that's in really, really good form. Something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. So Arsenal, you're at home, you need to score. And what ended up happening? They ended up scoring, thankfully. And then Liverpool got the lucky break with Diaz's goal, of course, and things started settling. That second half when they came in was a very, very different game for Liverpool from the first half, that they were just quiet. They were like almost sedated. They needed a good shaking in the first half, and they came out with a different mentality, and they started playing better, way better football. And then the screw up, again, that goof up, that you got to do better. You got to do better. I expect that from Alexander-Arnold, which he did. That's what I can't stand about Alexander-Arnold. That mess of that. Why would you think just flicking it without even knowing where you're at? It's like he had no idea where he was at and ends up just flicking it towards the middle of all places, towards the damn middle. And I'm thinking, for all the credit, for all the boasting that, all the praise that he gets about how he's an excellent player offensively, with the passes, the passes are really good, but it's not that good that you can leave out something that's so significantly obvious in his game, which is defensively. He is horrible. I've seen him do that before, and nobody really talks about that. They do say defensively, but it's the one-on-ones. They don't talk about how he gives the ball away as if he's never played the game before, as if he's nervous. He looks nervous when he's out there in the back, and he's just giving the ball away. Like, obviously, very obviously, he stands out from everybody else that I've seen in the league when he gives balls like that away. I don't see anybody else but Trent Alexander-Arnold give balls away like that. It really infuriates me the way he does that. So he needed to come out. Thankfully, he came out. So Liverpool were doing really well into that second goal. And then Arsenal pretty much just continued what they were doing in the first half, dominating, taking control of this. Declan Rice, amazing. He single-handedly just cleans up everything that has to do with the middle. Unbelievable. I don't think he ever missed a single tackle, a single interception. He always succeeded. He has almost 100% success rate when it comes to recovering balls. Odegaard was just brilliant today with the silky moves and just the passing, the clever, the vision. The vision was extraordinary. The passes that he, thanks to him, that machine was working well offensively. Thanks to Odegaard, really deserves a lot of credit in this game. But again, I want them to play like this against City, please. Even if you lose, play like this kind of tempo, this kind of energy, this kind of enthusiasm that you have. Play it like this, especially when you're playing at home. Especially when I have to emphasize, especially when you're playing at home, play like this. Don't play as if you need mouth to mouth, because that's what it looked like last season against City. It looked like they needed mouth to mouth, like they needed defibrillators to resuscitate them. It was absolutely horrific how they played. Please don't do that again. So I'm going to close this with Arsenal. It's not over yet. Arteta, stop clowning around. Stop dicking around thinking that you won everything. That's the game that you have to focus against City. That's the way you need to play. The way you played against Liverpool, which is no small feat. It's a huge victory. I get that. It really is. First place. But City, that's the one that you have to beat if you want to win the league, right? Because you're still in the race. Technically, you're still in the race. You're not Barcelona. You're still in the race. Nothing against Barcelona. You have to play like that. This is how you have to play. That same energy. Even if things don't go well, that same enthusiasm. Where is that against City? Where is that? You're afraid of Daddy? Is that what it is? That's what it seems like. It seems like you're afraid of Guardiola. I can't think of anything else. Why would you play less? What happened? I get the other games that, ended up costing them first place. The 2 to 5 games that they ended up tying and losing. I'll give you that. You get a pass again. You get a pass for that. But you have to win against City. You have to win against City. Then you could run around and celebrate and jumping jacks and cartwheels all you want. So yeah, that's it. Really good game. Had a lot of fun with this game. There was a lot of energy. There was a lot of emotions coming out watching these two teams play. I couldn't believe how angry I was getting at Arsenal, how disappointed I was getting at Liverpool. So yeah, I'll end it like that. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.